All right, let's start off with the next reading, probabilities. Now, जिन लोग का भी for all those people जिन लोग का भी मैथ्स नहीं था, quants नहीं था, मैथ्स नहीं था in class 11 and 12, or they've not done probability, just don't worry about it. We will start from scratch. मेरे को खुद को इतना formulas नहीं आता है, as I told you in the very beginning. So we'll prove all the formulas. I don't know all the formulas. I cannot mug up all the formulas. But जो भी formulas का जो भी sums होगा वो आप लोग भी कर पाएंगे without even mugging up the formulas. So मेरे को starting में खाली 3-4 formulas देना होगा आप लोग को, which is technically not even a formula. And उसके बाद में I'll do one sum. वो sum के through आपका सारा probability हो जाएगा. You'll be able to do all the questions with that. Just be very attentive and वो mental block मत रखिए कि मेरा maths अच्छा नहीं है या मेरे को maths खराब लगता है या बहुत time हो गया है whatever. Just start with a blank slate. That's all I'm telling you. So basically, when you're talking about probability of anything, मैं वो सब theory में थोड़ा time बाद में जाऊंगा. वो random event क्या होता है and mutually exclusive and all that. I'll get to those things a little later. Probability of any event X is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by sample space. Probability of कोई भी चीज. What do you understand by probability and why do we need it in the future? We need to understand probability in order to make forecasts for the future. 20% चांस है ऐसा होगा, 30% चांस है ऐसा होगा, 40% चांस है ऐसा होगा. So we need to assess probability in order to be able to make forecasts for the future. What do we expect to happen in the future? What is our expectation from the future? In order to make predictions, in order to understand कि मेरा एक expected outcome, एक analytic मतलब एक prediction बनाने के लिए I need these figures. I need the probability part. इतना चांस है ऐसा होगा, इतना चांस है ऐसा होगा. अभी बताओ कैसा होगा फ्यूचर में. What is your expectation? What do you think is going to happen in the future? So the first basic formula, not even a formula, it's basic definition of probability. कि out of 100 situations, 20 situations में अगर ऐसा होगा, so I can say the probability of this thing is 20%. That out of all the 100 cases, 20 cases में ऐसा हो रहा है. Like say for example, when you throw a dice, you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 alternatives that can happen, 6 options that can happen. Out of those 6 options, what is the probability of getting a 4? Out of total 6 options, 4 होने का chance is 1. So probability becomes 1/6 because the total sample space is 6. What is sample space? All the possible outcomes, all the possible alternatives. उसमें से 4 आने का कितना chance है? 1 out of those 6, 1 out of those 6 cases is 4. That is why we get the probability 1/6. ये सब नहीं याद करना है, ये सब नहीं लिखना होगा आप लोग को, of course. That is 1. Now, the probability of anything is going to range between 0 and 1. This is very colloquially that we say that I'm 200% sure. Obviously, it makes no sense. Right? 200% sure. I'm 120% sure. I'm 1000% sure. That is trash talk, basically. You do not say that way. It's illogical. The probability of anything, if the probability is equal to 1, that means it is a fact that will happen. You cannot change it. There is a 100% probability of something happening. That means out of 100 situations, in 100 cases, this will happen. So this is a fact. This is going to happen. There is no other alternative. In every 100 situation, the same 100 things the same thing is going to happen in all the 100 cases. So when you say probability is equal to 1, it is a fact. And when I say the probability, x is equal to 1, that means it is a fact. And when I say probability is equal to 0, that means it's an impossible event. There is a 0 chance of this happening. So the probability ideally is going to be ranging between 0 and 1. If it is 0, that's an impossible event. If it is equal to 1, that is a fact that it is going to happen no matter what. Tell me, comfortable? Now, I hope you guys are not even considering these as learning formulas. Till this is fine. Now, I'll just introduce to you a couple of formulas. Probability of A union B, probability of A plus probability of B, This I will make it. I don't know the formula. I'll derive it and show it to you. Just keep it as a blank right now. Let me do the sum and I'll fill this up for you. Because even I don't know the formula. I have not learned the formula. I'll derive it and I'll show it to you. So then you'll fill it up. Or you can just write it, I'll derive it for you. That's all, you don't need to learn other formulas. We'll not learn other formulas. ये तो ठीक है इतना सा. So कोई भी चीज का probability is the number of favorable outcomes divided by sample space. The probability has to range between 0 and 1. I'm 150% sure is rubbish. Then your probability equals to 1 is a fact कि वो तो होगा ही होगा. The probability is 100% and probability equal to 0 means impossible event. Probability of A union B, दो चीज का साथ में होने का probability that या तो A होगा या फिर B होगा. When you're talking about union, you read it as or, and when you're talking about intersection, you're reading it as and. When you're talking about intersection, you're reading it as and. So probability of A union B is या तो A होगा या तो B होगा का probability. So it is simply probability of A and probability of B, but you have double counted the area where A and B are both happening together. या तो A होगा या तो B होगा is supposed to be the shaded area of the total these two circles together. But when I'm adding probability of A and probability of B, this area gets added twice. So एक time का जो addition हुआ है, I need to subtract. That is probability of A intersection B, I need to subtract because that is a double counting happening. So this is what is probability of या तो A होगा या फिर B होगा का probability क्या है. This one, how do you calculate the probability of A intersection B? Probability of A intersection B is 0 if the events are mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive मतलब either this will happen or that will happen. दोनों एक साथ नहीं हो सकता. You want to go for a dinner, you go to either this restaurant or you go to this restaurant. You cannot go to both. But you want to order food, you can order from multiple places. And then, mix and match and have it home. Are you understanding? So when you're going to a restaurant, it has to be either of the two. It cannot be both. You cannot do this two things at the same time. Right? So mutually exclusive. या तो ये होगा या ये होगा. Head or tails, they are mutually exclusive events because you cannot have both together. When the events are independent, it will be probability A intersection will be PA into PB. Now say for example, I'm tossing a coin. It's either head or a tail. And I'm throwing a dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these two are independent event. Whether you get a head or a tail cannot affect what number you get on the dice. Whatever number you get does not affect what you get on the coin. So basically if I want to know what is the probability of getting a head and getting a 4. So in total there are 12 outcomes possible. Head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tail 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of 12 outcomes, there is only one possible where you get a head and a 4 together. Head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6. You've got total 12 outcomes, out of which there is only one outcome in which you can get a head and a 4 together. How did you get this? Half into 1/6. There are half the situations, in half cases, in 1 out of 2 situations you get a head, and out of those 1 out of 2 situations, in 1 out of 6 situations you get this. Therefore half into 1/6 is going to give you your probability of independent events. Yes, correct. Half into 1/6 is going to give you your probability of independent events. Comfortable everyone till here? I'll do the sum and then all these things will get even more clear. And last one, just let it be. Let me do the sum and I'll explain that to you. Everybody comfortable till here? We'll not do any other formula. You've taken this down, right? Everybody? I'll just give you another minute in case anybody has not. ऑलराइट, ये वाला सम एक बार पहले देखिएगा, उसके बाद में आई विल गिव यू टाइम, you'll have to copy down the whole thing. I'll cover all the formulas through this. Let's see. Say for example, I'm talking about the movement of oil prices. Now, I'll be taking two events into consideration. एक तो oil का price का movement देखेंगे, and दूसरा, let's take a company which is into the business of selling oil. Let's say talk about ONGC, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation of India. So we'll talk about ONGC say for example. तो ऑयल के प्राइसेस के बेसिस पर ONGC का शेयर प्राइसेस चेंज होगा कि ONGC के शेयर प्राइसेस के बेसिस पर ऑयल का प्राइस चेंज होगा? On the basis of oil, ONGC का price will change. Oil is going to be much of a global commodity. So oil prices will keep on fluctuating all across the world. Based on the oil prices, ONGC's share prices are going to be fluctuating or moving. It is going to be on the basis of oil prices that ONGC का price का movement होगा. आज एक ONGC एक कंपनी के कारण बाकी सबका शेयर प्राइस थोड़ी चेंज हो जाएगा. मार्केट में जो व्हीट का प्राइस होगा उसके हिसाब से ITC विल बी चार्जिंग उसका आटा का प्राइस, उसका आशीर्वाद आटा का प्राइस, फ्लावर का प्राइस. ITC के प्राइस के हिसाब से थोड़ी व्हीट का प्राइस पूरे मार्केट में चेंज होगा. So first of all, we need to be able to identify which is your dependent event and which is your independent event. कौन सा इवेंट किसके ऊपर डिपेंड कर रहा है? We need to first of all find out which is your dependent event and which is your independent event. We need to understand that. So movement of oil is going to be dependent or independent? Independent. Oil ONGC पे डिपेंड नहीं करता. ONGC का मूवमेंट ऑयल के ऊपर डिपेंड कर रहा है. So oil का movement is independent of ONGC का movement. It is the ONGC का movement that is depending on the oil का prices का movement. Now, oil can either increase or it can decrease. There are two things that can happen. Oil का price increase करेगा या फिर decrease करेगा. Let's say for example, there is a 40% chance that the oil prices will increase and there is a 60% chance that the oil prices will decrease. There is a 40% probability that oil prices बढ़ेगा, and out of 100 situations, 60 cases में 60% situations में the oil prices are going to be falling down. Comfortable, everyone? Alright. Now, oil price ऊपर जाएगा या नीचे जाएगा उसके बेसिस पर ONGC का जो प्राइस होगा it can either go up or go down. And if oil ka prices went down, then also ONGC ka prices can either go up or go down. Let's say for example, the probability for those is, if oil ka price goes up, there is an 80% chance ki ONGC ka price goes up, because oil ka price बढ़ा है, ONGC का valuation should go up, the share prices should go up, and 20% chance है कि oil का prices will go down. Let's say, if oil का price has gone up, then there is an 80% chance कि ONGC ऊपर जाएगा and 20% chance that ONGC is gonna go down. Comfortable? लेकिन if the oil का prices has gone down, then in that case there is a 30% only chances that the prices are gonna go up, and I'm 70% sure that the price will go down if prices of oil have gone down. Make sense? प्राइस ऊपर गया है तो ज्यादा चांस प्राइस बढ़ने का है ONGC का, एंड अगर ऑयल का प्राइस नीचे गया है तो ज्यादा चांसेस है ONGC का प्राइस नीचे गिरने का. एवरीबडी कंफर्टेबल? सो द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ऑयल गोइंग अप इज इक्वल टू 40%. द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ऑयल गोइंग डाउन इज इक्वल टू 60%. राइट? आउट ऑफ टोटल 100 सिचुएशंस 40 केसेस में ऑयल का प्राइस बढ़ा है. अगर ऑयल का प्राइस बढ़ा, then the probability of ONGC going up is 80% and going down is 20%. Out of these 40 situations, 40 का 80% cases में ONGC is going up and 40 का 20% cases में ONGC is going down. 40 का 80% is how much? 32. Let us assume that there are total 100 cases in the beginning. 100 situations में 100 days में 40 days में प्राइस ऊपर जाएगा ऑयल का, 60 days में प्राइस नीचे जाएगा ऑयल का. Out of 100 situations, 40 situations में प्राइस ऊपर जाएगा, 60 situations में the price is gonna go down, ONGC का. Correct? Everybody with me? Now, out of those 40 cases, 40 days, 40 situations जिसमें प्राइस ऊपर गया, उसमें से 80% cases में ONGC का price is going to go up एंड उस 40 का 20% केसेस, दैट इज 8 केसेस में ONGC का प्राइस इज गोना गो डाउन. जो 60 days में prices have gone down, the 60 situations in which the prices have gone down, out of those 60 cases, 30% cases में price is increasing, that is only 18, 60 into 30%. And out of those 60 situations, 70% cases में the prices are going down. So 60 का 70%, 42 cases में the prices are going down. Ultimately, I have broken up 40 into 80-20 ratio, and I have broken up this 60 into 30-70 ratio. So ultimately ये पूरा का टोटल कितना होगा 100. So therefore can I write it as percent? $40 का ब्रेकअप किया 80-20 रेशियो में, 60 का ब्रेकअप किया 30-70 रेशियो में. So ultimately ये जो वैल्यूज आएंगे इनका टोटल तो 100 ही होगा. So yes, I can express them in the terms of in percentage terms. Now probability of oil going up and going down is 40 and 60%. ये इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट हुआ कि डिपेंडेंट हुआ? इंडिपेंडेंट हुआ, बिकॉज ऑयल का प्राइस तो किसी के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करता. सो ऑयल प्राइस का मूवमेंट इज योर डिपेंडेंट इवेंट, सॉरी इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट. सो व्हेन आई एम लुकिंग एट दीज टू प्रोबेबिलिटीज, दे आर इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट का प्रोबेबिलिटीज. करेक्ट? फॉलोइंग, व्हेन आई एम लुकिंग एट 80, 20, 30, 70%, 80% का प्रोबेबिलिटी को हाउ विल यू राइट? थिंक अबाउट इट. 80% प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या बोल रहा है? द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट ONGC विल गो अप गिवन दैट ऑयल का प्राइस हैज गॉन अप, दैट इज इक्वल टू 80%. सोचिए, व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी? ONGC 80% टाइम्स में ऊपर जाएगा, लेकिन 80% ऑफ 40% केसेस में ऊपर जाएगा ना. अगर ऑयल बढ़ा है, if the oil has gone up, then ONGC will go up in 80% of the cases. What is the probability of A given that, इस लाइन को given that case आपसे we read, given that B has happened, if oil has gone up, this becomes your sample space. अभी बताओ कि what is the probability कि ONGC ऊपर जाएगा? Now if I am talking about the probability of ONGC ऊपर जाना, actually if you see, probability of ONGC ऊपर जाना is going to be 30, 40, 50. It is going to be 50%. The probability of ONGC नीचे जाना is going to be 8 plus 42, again 50%. Because out of total 100 situations, ONGC goes up in 50% cases and ONGC goes down in 50 cases. ONGC is going up in 50 cases. If you don't bother कि oil ऊपर गया नीचे गया, मेरे को मतलब नहीं है. Whether oil goes ऊपर, whether oil goes नीचे, I am not bothered. You tell me कि ONGC ऊपर जाने का probability क्या है? That is 50%. Out of total 100 situations, ONGC has gone up in total 50 cases. Out of total 100 situations, ONGC has gone up in 50 cases. This becomes your unconditional probability of dependent event. ONGC is a dependent event because ONGC का movement is depending on oil का movement. आज ONGC ऊपर जाएगा नीचे जाएगा, वो कितना % चांस है ऊपर नीचे जाने का? That varies according to whether oil is going up or down. अगर ऑयल ऊपर जाता है तो more probability of ONGC ऊपर जाने का. अगर ऑयल is going down, more probability of ONGC नीचे जाने का. So the movement of ONGC is actually dependent on the oil का movement. This becomes the unconditional probability of dependent event, and this becomes the conditional probability of dependent events. Think about it. ऑयल ऊपर जाए नीचे जाए मेरे को कोई मतलब नहीं है. ONGC ऊपर जाएगा 50% केसेस में, irrespective whether oil has gone up or oil has gone down. ONGC नीचे जाएगा 50% केसेस में, irrespective whether oil has gone up or oil has gone down. So I don't care about whatever has happened to the independent event. Unconditionally, the ONGC का price is gonna go up in 50% cases and ONGC का price is gonna go down in 50% cases. Unconditionally, without any condition. But over here, when you're talking about 80, 20, 30, 70%, the probability that ONGC will go up is 80%, provided that oil has gone up. The probability of ONGC going down is 20% if the price of oil has gone up. The probability that ONGC will go down by is 70% if oil prices has gone down. The probability that ONGC is going to go up is 30% in case the oil has gone down. If the oil has gone up, then the probability of ONGC going up is actually 80%. So it is a conditional probability of the dependent event. Probability किसका निकाल रहे हो? ONGC के ऊपर नीचे जाने का. So the probability is of the dependent event. But it is conditional over here कि अगर ये हुआ then इसका probability ऊपर जाने का है नीचे जाने का बताओ. अगर ये हुआ, this becomes like your sample space. This becomes like your sample space. Let me put down a few. I hope you're understanding till here. एक और देख लीजिए, फिर I'll give you time to copy. Now, when you're looking at these 32%, 8% and all, these are your joint probabilities. The probability that oil has gone up and ONGC has gone up is happening in 32 out of total 100 situations. The probability that oil has gone up and ONGC has gone down is happening only in 8 situations. The probability that oil is going down and ONGC is going down is happening in 42 cases out of 100. The probability that oil has gone down and ONGC has gone up, दोनों event happening together is 18% over here. So उसको अपने कैसे लिखेंगे? So probability that ONGC has gone up and oil has gone up. इसको इधर लिखो, इसको इधर लिखो, doesn't matter. Probability that ये भी हुआ है and ये भी हुआ है is happening in 32% cases. The probability that ONGC has gone down and oil has gone up is happening in 8% cases. ONGC has gone down and oil has gone up. The probability that ONGC has gone up and this thing oil has gone down is happening in 18% cases. And the probability that ONGC went down and oil also went down is happening in 42% cases. So these become your joint probabilities. फाइव मिनट्स और ध्यान दीजिए, फिर ये पूरा कॉपी कर लीजिएगा. यहां तक एवरीबडी इज कंफर्टेबल. जॉइंट प्रोबेबिलिटीज आर टू थिंग्स हैपनिंग टुगेदर. नाउ द प्रॉब्लम नहीं, नाउ द थिंग इज कि फॉर्मूलाज कैसे ड्राइव हो रहा है. फॉर्मूलाज को ड्राइव करने का और भी तरीका हो सकता है. लाइक से सपोज आई टॉक अबाउट दिस फर्स्ट वन. प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ये 80% निकालने का एक और तरीका हो सकता है. व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी कि ONGC इज गोइंग अप गिवन दैट ऑयल हैज गॉन अप. Oil has gone up is a fact over here. Oil ऊपर गया है. Given that this has happened, now tell me the probability of ONGC going up. The probability of anything is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by sample space. The probability of anything is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by sample space. Oil has gone up in a total of 40 cases out of 100. उस 40 cases में ONGC कितनी बार ऊपर गए? 32 times. That is equal to 80%. Favorable outcome by sample space. So if I want to expand this formula, it is actually PA से इसको नहीं, इसको B पकड़ते, इसको A पकड़ते. Probability of B given that A has happened. I'm taking independent event as A, दूसरा event as B. खाली label कर रहा हूँ, कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Probability of B given that A has happened is equal to 32 क्या था? PA intersection B. 32 was PA intersection B, both of these happening together. And divided by 40. 40 क्या था? A का probability की B का? A का divide by probability of A. इसी चीज को इस फॉर्मूला के हिसाब से अगर लेके आओगे तो 32% is 40 into 80%. पी ए को ऊपर ले आओ तो पी ए इंटरसेक्शन बी आ जाएगा. दिस इज पी ए इंटरसेक्शन बी इंटू पी ए. अभी आई के नॉट मग अप की इंटू पी ए करना है कि पी बी करना है. ये ए है ये बी है. आई डोंट डू दैट. आई कांट डू दैट. मेरे से मग अप नहीं होगा. इफ यू वांट आई हैव डिराइव द फॉर्मूला फॉर यू. ट्री देख करके ड्राइव कर लीजिए. ए बी पकड़ो कोई भी एक इवेंट को, बन जाएगा फॉर्मूला. बिग डील. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू? फॉर्मुलाज मगअप करने से नहीं होगा. यू कैन नॉट सिट डाउन एंड मग अप कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटीज, अनकंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटीज एंड ऑल. You'll have to understand why it is dependent probability, why it is independent event का probability, why it is conditional, why is it unconditional. आपको समझना ही पड़ेगा. बोलिए, following everybody. So you can derive the formulas very easily, right? And वो वाला formula, ये the most basic premise of probability is number of favorable outcomes divided by sample space. It will always work for you. Excuse me. It will always be working for you. Number of favorable outcomes divided by sample space. बोलो, clear everyone? यहाँ तक Bayes theorem का formula कराना बाकी है. Just do one thing, copy the entire thing and I'll do Bayes theorem for you because I'll need some space on the board. Which one? हाँ, and oil up. So oil is up here, ONGC is down here. दोनों होने का probability एक साथ is 8%. ये अप ये डाउन. टेक दिस डाउन. आई अगेन एक्सप्लेन दिस. और एग्जांपल कराऊंगा इसके बाद, डोंट वरी. टेक दिस वन. लेट मी डू द बेस थ्योरम पार्ट आफ्टर दिस. एंड ये ट्री भी बनाइएगा ऐसे. ये सब जो एरो बना के दिया है, टेक इट अकॉर्डिंगली ओनली. इट विल बी वेरी इजी फॉर यू टू लर्न. डन. 32 plus 18 guys over here. All right, take it. I'll give you another minute. Done. All right. Now, what is Bayes' theorem? Because almost जितने भी probabilities थे, we've already done that. What is going to be your Bayes' theorem? Now, this calculation is Bayes' theorem. This is your Bayes' theorem. The probability that either the oil is going up or down, given that ONGC has gone up or down, we cannot call this probability as conditional probability of independent event. आप बोल सकते हो ना, अपने लोग क्या बोल रहे थे कि what is the probability कि ONGC ऊपर नीचे गया given that oil ऊपर नीचे हुआ है, इसको अपने conditional probability बोल रहे थे dependent event का. That is fine. Because अगर ऑयल ऊपर गया है then ONGC ऊपर गया कि नीचे. If oil has gone down then ONGC को क्या हुआ? That becomes conditional probability of dependent event. Why? Because the dependent event is conditional upon the fact of the independent event. But here what I'm trying to do in Bayes' theorem is I'm trying to find out कि देखो ऐसा हुआ है, ONGC का प्राइस तो देखो बढ़ गया मार्केट में. What is the probability that oil का प्राइस would have gone up? You cannot say that ONGC के हिसाब से oil is moving. Movement oil के हिसाब से ही ONGC का होगा. But I'm trying to find out that based on this outcome, what is the probability that this would have had happened earlier? Based on this outcome, what is the probability that this would have happened earlier? Are you understanding this part? Tell me, everybody comfortable? So over here what we are trying to understand is that if this is the outcome, then tell me what is the probability this had happened. That is why you do not call it conditional probability of this based on this, because this is not based on this, this is based on this. So you cannot call this कि ये conditional probability of independent event नहीं बोल सकते, वो गलत हो जाएगा. And the formula is obvious. Sample space by favorable outcome, number of favorable outcomes by sample space. अच्छा, सैम्पल स्पेस कौन सा होता है, ये वाला कि ये वाला? ये वाला. What is the probability that oil has gone up given that ONGC has gone up? ONGC has gone up in 32 plus 18 situations. This is my total sample space. 32 plus 18 cases में ONGC ऊपर गया है, and out of these 50 cases में oil has gone up in 32 cases. So 32 divided by 32 plus 18. 32 divided by 32 plus 18. Let's take another one. ONGC नीचे गया है in total of 8 plus 42 cases. So in a sample space of 8 plus 42 in which ONGC has gone down, oil has gone up only in 8 cases. ONGC has gone up in a total of 32 plus 18 cases, out of which oil has gone down. Out of these 50 situations, oil ऊपर गया 32 केस में, oil नीचे गया 18 केसेस में. तो oil नीचे गया है in 18 cases. ONGC has gone down in 8 plus 42 cases, out of which oil has gone down in 42 cases. बिना कोई फॉर्मूला के बेस थ्योरम हो गया सम. Without absolutely any formula, I've been able to solve all the questions of Bayes theorem, all the probability के questions. All you need to do is, the first thing that you need to identify will be independent event और dependent event. Tree बनाने का, formula डालने का सब आराम से होगा. And एकदम simple logic है. Number of favorable outcomes divided by sample space. Tell me, making sense or not? इसी को formula wise अगर if I want to राइट इट, वो ए बी करके बना के लिखा देता हूं आपको. ए बी करने में थोड़ा इरिटेटिंग होगा, बट लेट्स सी. प्रोबेबिलिटी ए हैपनिंग गिवन दैट बी हैज हैपेंड. ए इज इंडिपेंडेंट, बी इज डिपेंडेंट. ऊपर में क्या आएगा, इससे करता हूं. ए एंड बी हैपनिंग टुगेदर. नीचे में क्या आएगा, B का सैंपल स्पेस. सो प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट B is happening if A has happened plus probability of B happening if A has not happened. Let me write it as A star या A C करके लिखते हैं. यही तो है. उसको भी और थोड़ा बेटर करना है. Probability A intersection B, that is 40 into 80, that is 32. Correct? P A intersection B. और नीचे में 32 plus 18 करना है. 32 को how you can write it? 32 को probability A intersection B is actually probability of A into probability of B given that A has happened, right? ये वाला पार्ट. We are asking what is the probability that oil A का मूवमेंट हो रहा है given that B has happened. मैं इससे इसको चिपका रहा हूं. I'm not doing this. In fact, if you remember, जो हम लोग 3 फॉर्मूला किए थे ना P इंटरसेक्शन B का, म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव 0, इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट होता तो P A into P B होता. Because it is a dependent event, it's P A into P B intersection A. What is the joint probability of these two happening? Probability of oil, probability of ONGC given that oil has happened. We are getting the formula for the joint probability of dependent events. यहाँ पे events dependent है, ONGC and oil are not independent. ONGC का movement depends on oil. ONGC का share price का movement depends on oil. They are dependent events. That is why P A intersection B is equal to P A into P B intersection given that A has happened. मैं ये numbers, ये 42 या कोई भी एक number को पकड़ लो. 32 is equal to what? This P A intersection B. 32 plus 18 क्या है? P B probability of B given that A has happened. ये हो गया है अभी probability of B. नहीं, ये गलत हो गया, ये नहीं ठीक लिखा. This is probability of ONGC ऊपर जाने का given that oil has gone up and probability ONGC ऊपर जाने का given that oil has gone down. I written it wrong. हाँ, इसको expand कर सकते हैं अपने लोग with this formula. नीचे में भी probability of B intersection A क्या होगा? Probability of 40 into 80, that is probability A into probability of B given that A has happened plus, वैसे सोचो ना 40 into 80, 40 into 80 was probability of B given that A has happened, and दूसरा 60 into 30, नहीं कौन सा चाहिए? हाँ 60 into 30 चाहिए. 60 into 30 चाहिए ना 18 के लिए. तो 60 क्या हो गया? Probability of A not happening into probability of ONGC ऊपर जाने का given that A not happening. Now this is very irritating. This is extremely annoying. इसको मगअप करना है तो आपका चॉइस है, मेरे मेथड के हिसाब से करना है तो दैट इज योर चॉइस. इफ यू कैन पॉसिबली, बिकॉज आई हैव इन ऑल दीज ईयर्स आई हैव नेवर बीन एबल टू मगअप दिस. अरे कैसे वो C नॉट ये सब कैसे याद रखने का? इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. इट्स वेरी अनोइंग एंड दैट इज वाई पीपल यूज टू फाइंड मैथ्स डिफिकल्ट इन स्कूल लेवल. For those who used to find it difficult, because you would never get down into the logic part. अब लॉजिक पार्ट में घुसेंगे तो आपको दिक्कत नहीं आएगा. मैं फॉर्मूला डिराइव कर सकता हूं, फॉर्मूला लिख नहीं सकता. आई कैन डिराइव द फॉर्मूला फॉर यू एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, एंड आफ्टर डूइंग दिस यू विल बी एबल टू डू इट एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. ऑयल ऊपर जाने का इसको PA बोल रहे हैं, इसको प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ A नॉट बोल रहे हैं. ONGC ऊपर जाना इज प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ B, ये है प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ B नॉट. दिस इज प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ B गिवन दैट A हैज हैपेंड. दिस इज प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ B नहीं होने का, ONGC नहीं बढ़ने का, गिवन दैट A हैज हैपेंड. दिस इज प्रोबेबिलिटी ONGC बढ़ने का गिवन दैट ऑयल हैज नॉट गॉन अप. दिस इज प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ONGC नहीं होने गिरने का, नहीं बढ़ने का, गिवन दैट ऑयल भी नहीं बढ़ने का. तो आप तो लेबल तो कर ही सकते हो जैसे मन में आए. दैट इज नॉट नीडेड. वो लेबलिंग आपको नहीं कॉपी करने का जरूरत है, वो यूजलेस है. ये वाला कॉपी करना है तो कर दो, कॉपी करने के बाद डू दिस ऑल्सो. नॉट नीडेड. यू वोंट लर्न दिस. विल डू अनदर क्वेश्चन, विल डू इट थ्रू आवर ट्री वाला पार्ट एंड थ्रू आवर लॉजिक. Probability of favorable outcomes, number of favorable outcomes divided by sample space. Out of 50 cases में जिसमें ONGC नीचे गया है, उसमें कितने cases में oil नीचे गया है. That is how you're going to do the Bayes theorem का calculation. I will do another sum and I will do the entire revision again with another question. You can please copy the Bayes theorem वाला portion and you can please copy this as well. And ये dependent वाला का वो formula हो गया proof. Formulas mug up मत करिए. Will never help in the long term. I'll repeat it, don't worry. इसको भी रिपीट करूंगा, फिर नेक्स्ट सम में जाऊंगा. Absolutely. If you get a question in the exam, you make a tree and do the sum, na? No problem. Excuse me. Good till here, everyone. So basically what we are doing is, there are two events we are discussing. या तो ऑयल का प्राइस ऊपर नीचे जाएगा एंड उसके बेसिस पर ONGC का मूवमेंट होगा. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी टेक कि ऑयल का प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है, 40% ऊपर जाने का, 60% नीचे जाने का. दिस बिकम्स दी प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट. अगर ऑयल ऊपर गया, देन व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी ONGC ऊपर नीचे जाने का. दिस बिकम्स द कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी. दिस बिकम्स द कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ द डिपेंडेंट इवेंट बेस्ड ऑन इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट क्या हो रहा है. आउट ऑफ अगर ऑयल ऊपर गया, देन द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ONGC ऊपर नीचे जाना इज 80-20 एंड ऑल. So this is the probability of B given that A has happened, or probability of B given that A has not happened. If you multiply these two, you get the joint probability of the two events. 40 cases में ONGC ऊपर गया था और 40 का 80% cases में ONGC ऊपर गया. 40% cases में oil ऊपर गया and 40 का 80% cases में ONGC ऊपर गया. So oil and ONGC both ऊपर गया in 32% cases. When you combine ONGC ऊपर क्या का both the situations, then in that case you get the unconditional probability of the dependent event. And Bayes theorem के लिए what we have to do is, Bayes theorem is talking about कि what is the probability of oil ऊपर जाने का given that this has happened. ये इसके ऊपर depend नहीं कर रहा है. Outcome आपको बता दिया है कि this is the outcome. Now tell me what would have been the probability, what is the probability that oil would have had gone up earlier. ये आउटकम है, अभी बताओ क्वेश्चन क्या होगा. अगर ये आंसर आ रहा है तो बैक कैलकुलेट करके बताओ कि क्वेश्चन क्या था. दैट इज व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इन केस ऑफ Bayes theorem. सो Bayes theorem इज नॉट द कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी. Bayes theorem is not the conditional probability, because in Bayes theorem you're trying to calculate कि if this is the outcome, then tell me what is the probability that this would have had happened. Comfortable? Sure. All right, let's do a question. So the question we are going to discuss is, there are two events. We are talking whether the economy is good, neutral or poor. Economy, markets, India का markets, कोई भी economy अच्छा करेगा, खराब करेगा कि neutral, पता नहीं, normal रहेगा, average out रहेगा. Mutual fund का जो returns होगा, that will be depending on the economy, और economy will depend on the mutual fund का returns. म्यूचुअल फंड का रिटर्न्स विल डिपेंड ऑन द इकोनॉमी. मार्केट्स अच्छा करेगा, इकोनॉमी अच्छा करेगा तो फंड्स विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग यू गुड रिटर्न्स. फंड्स मार्केट खराब करेगा तो फंड्स आर गोइंग टू बी प्रोवाइडिंग यू पुअर रिटर्न्स. नाउ म्यूचुअल फंड्स का अगर बात करें, दे कैन गिव यू अबव एवरेज रिटर्न्स, दे कैन गिव यू एवरेज रिटर्न्स एंड दे कैन गिव यू बिलो एवरेज रिटर्न्स. अबव एवरेज और बिलो एवरेज रिटर्न्स. ठीक है, थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड कर रहा हूं एक्चुअली क्वेश्चन को. जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकेंड, आई विल हैव टू डू सम मेंटल कैलकुलेशंस. आप लोग तब तक ट्री बनाइए. आई एम गिविंग यू अ फ्यू फिगर्स ओवर हियर. This is the total data given. Now you need to do the entire tree, all the Bayes theorem का formulas and all. सारे निकालने अपने को. Bayes theorem actually थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. Let me give you 3 Bayes theorem का questions. So first of all, you'll have to fill up the entire tree. This is the only data that is provided. पूरा जो सब में दिया हुआ है. And Bayes theorem का I need these answers. सारा ही निकाल सकते हैं. I'll give you 5 minutes, then I'll do this. Done. It's an easy sum. Done? Let's see. So first of all, we can easily start filling in the missing figures. पहले तो ये जो है आपका ये probability of independent events है, unconditional of course, independent का conditional होता नहीं है. Out of 10% situations, 20% cases में above average हो रहा है. 60 out of 100 cases, 60 cases में market good है, 10 cases में neutral है, 30 cases में poor है. Out of 10 cases इसमें neutral है, 10 में से 20% cases, 2 cases में above average है, 6 cases में average है, and 2 cases में below average है. Out of the 30 cases in which market is poor, 30 का 10%, 3 cases में above average है, 30 का 26 cases में average है, and क्या 30 का 70, 21 cases में below average है. ये जो probabilities है, they are all conditional probabilities of dependent events. ये जो probabilities निकल के आ रहे हैं, they are all joint probabilities. Correct? यहां तक. Now the probability that mutual fund is going to give you an above average return, ये कुछ conditional नहीं है कोई भी चीज पे. Mutual fund above average return दे रहे हैं 41%, मतलब this plus this is equal to 41%. जिसमें से 3 and 2 उधर चला गया, मतलब this has to be 36%. Now mutual fund का average return is 30%. की probability that it is going to give me average return is 30%. So this is this plus this is equal to 30%. जिसमें से 6 and 6 12 इधर आ गया, तो 18% इधर होगा. Now obvious सा बात है, if mutual fund is going to give an above average return 41, average 30, तो below average का return का probability कितना होगा? 100 minus this, 40, 30, 70, 29%. Below average अगर 29% है, 21 इधर गया 8 में 2 इधर गया 6%. See, 41, 30 है तो 29 होगा. अबव एवरेज बिलो का तीनों का दो का पता है अपने लोग को. थर्ड वाला बैलेंसिंग फिगर निकल रहा है अपना. दिस टोटल इज 100. काउंट करके देखिए 36, 46, 54, 60, 62, 68, 70, 73, 79, 100. Yes, it is 100%. Because what you've got is आपको 10 and 30 का ब्रेकअप मिल गया ना यहाँ पर. बाकी का जो ब्रेकअप होगा वो 60 का होगा. दिस हैज टू बी अ टोटल ऑफ 60. अच्छा, इसका एवरेज का बिलो एवरेज का जब पता है तो अबव मतलब एवरेज एंड अबव एवरेज पता है तो बिलो एवरेज हैज टू बी 100 माइनस दीस थ्री, बिकॉज इन तीनों का समेशन हैज टू बी 100%. क्यों 100%? ये एग्जॉस्टिव सिचुएशंस है. आइदर म्यूचुअल फंड का रिटर्न अबव एवरेज है या एवरेज है या बिलो एवरेज, और कोई पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं है. दिस हैज टू बी अ टोटल ऑफ 100%. इफ आई नो दीज टू आई कैन बैक कैलकुलेट दिस. एंड इसका 3 कंपोनेंट्स है, मार्केट गुड, न्यूट्रल, पुअर. 2 पता है तो तीसरा निकल जाएगा तीनों केसेस में. टेल मी, इज एवरीबडी कंफर्टेबल? एनी प्रॉब्लम सो फार? अच्छा, नेक्स्ट, अब मेरे को ये भी पता है 60% का कितना परसेंट केस में 36 आएगा? 60% में. ऐसे देख लो, probability that it is above average 60 into x is equal to 36. So 36 by 60 is equal to x. दूसरे तरीके से देख लीजिए, what is the probability of this one? These are the conditional probability. Probability that the return will be above average given that the economy is good. Economy is good in 60 cases, out of which 36 cases में above average हो रहा है. Good economy है 60 cases में, out of which 36 cases में above average है. Favorable outcome by sample space. 60 का कितना परसेंट? 18 होगा. 30% and 60 का 10% is going to be this. So I've got all these probabilities. I've got my table complete, tree complete. Now Bayes theorem is also going to be very simple. सबसे पहले तो 41, 30, 29 लिख सकता हूं सब में. What is the probability that the market was good given that the returns are above average? Above average return 41 cases में हुआ है. अगर आउटकम ये है कि आपका म्यूचुअल फंड हैज गिवन यू अबव एवरेज रिटर्न्स, देन व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट द मार्केट वुड हैव बीन गुड? मार्केट वाज गुड 41 में से 36 केसेस में. मार्केट वाज न्यूट्रल 41 में से 41, मतलब ये ये और ये, इस 41 में से मार्केट वॉज न्यूट्रल इन 2 केसेस एंड मार्केट वॉज बैड इन इतना केसेस. मार्केट वॉज गुड एवरेज रिटर्न में. एवरेज रिटर्न मतलब वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस. आउट ऑफ टोटल 30 केसेस, 18 केसेस में मार्केट वॉज गुड, 6 केसेस में न्यूट्रल, 6 केसेस में पुअर. आउट ऑफ 29 केसेस आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस, talking about this and talking about this. Out of these 29 cases where the market was below average, where the fund returns were below average, market was good in 6 cases, market was neutral in 2 cases and market was poor in 21 cases. सारा आंसर्स आ गया अपना. You have to know how to read the probability, read the formulas, understand them. Mugging up will not take you far. बोलिए कंफर्टेबल. अभी समझ में आ रहा है 11th 12th में कितना डर लगता था बेस थ्योरम के क्वेश्चन से. फॉर दोज हु हैड मैथ्स, दोज हु हैड प्रोबेबिलिटी इन 11 and 12, ISC में एटलीस्ट वी हैड बेस थ्योरम. वी यूज्ड टू बी सो स्कैर्ड ऑफ बेस थ्योरम इन क्लास 11 and 12. कंडीशनल, अनकंडीशनल समझ में ही नहीं आता था क्या कंडीशनल है क्या अनकंडीशनल. यहाँ तो सबका सब एक ही जगह बन के आ जा रहा है. गेटिंग इट? सो देयर इज अ वे ऑफ स्टडीइंग. वी नीड टू स्टार्ट doing that way. And those who are again working professionals, quite a few, जो लोग working professionals हैं, आपको manage करना पड़ेगा. 5-7 chapters के बाद you will get into the flow. Always, I have always told all the students, please study like a child. Right now you are a student. आपका ऑफिस में क्या काम है, क्या प्रेशर है, क्या पोजीशन है, वो सब साइड रखिए. अभी you are a student. I am also a student. I am still studying. My studies have not yet ended. Of course, I hope it goes on forever. But I am still studying. And you need to study. When you are studying, you are studying. I also have a 7 days working schedule. But still पढ़ाई तो करना पड़ेगा. You want to grow, you have to keep learning. तो जो working professionals हैं उनके लिए ज़्यादा difficult होता है. I understand that. But please start behaving like a student when you are studying. Don't shy away that इतना बड़ा हो गया, इतना काम करता है ऑफिस में, अभी कलर पेन यूज कर रहा है बुक में, करने का. It is going to be helpful. You have a photographic memory. And it will take 7-8 chapters for you to get into the flow. Because you've been out of touch, a few of you. But we will understand concept at this ground level. बोलिए यहाँ तक anybody, any problem? Unconditional probability of your independent events, conditional probability of these dependent events, unconditional probability of dependent events, joint probability of 2 events happening together, and Bayes theorem where we are trying to find out the probability this would have happened. पुराना इवेंट का probability based on the outcome. This sign is given that this has happened. ये sample space है, इसमें से बताओ इसका probability क्या. बोलिए, comfortable everyone? Alright.